Okay, we're back at Sage. We're going to take a look at this. All right, reset. Again, clean sheet of paper. I'm going to define a variable t now. T is a variable. And that variable is just t. And then go just parametric plot. I want to point out in Sage, if you can't remember, what you can do is hit the tab button. So I just typed in para. And let's say I can't remember what the command is. Hit tab. And then I'm going to get choices. And then use my cursor. And I'm going to select parametric plot. Now let's say you can't remember how to use parametric plot. Put a question mark in there. And when you do that, you can get a help page. All right. Now this may or may not be helpful, but the bottom line is it generally is helpful. All right. So let me go back. I'm going to parametric plot again. And I have the code, so I'm going to look at it. And what we're going to plot is we're going to plot an ordered pair. That's t. Divide by the quantity t squared plus 1. I'll go back over and I'll show you where this is. Comma, that's the x-coordinate. The y-coordinate is 1 over the quantity t squared plus 1. And I'm going to let t go from minus 10 to 10. You can play around with this if you like. Hit the return. Whoops, I must have made a mistake somewhere. I did. See, I made a mistake. So I didn't type that in. So let's take a look at what I typed in and what's wrong with what I typed in. This is pretty important, because you're going to make mistakes. You're only going to clear the screen out first. That error message is probably overwhelming at first. And let me just see what I typed in that's different. All right, parametric plot. Let's see, t. I got that. I see it now. So I'm going to back up over this and put my parentheses in there. Return. I got another error. Too many parentheses on the end. All right, there it goes. All right, it took me some time to get through that. All right, you're going to make mistakes though. Don't worry about it. Look back over your code and correct it. All right, so I just did. I want to go back to the notes though, and this looks like I got a circle. Not the best looking circle, but I got a circle. I want to go back over here. And what we did is we just plotted that in. Let me just show you that again. The x was t over t squared plus 1, and the y was 1 over t squared plus 1. Definitely looking at that. They say t is all real numbers. I just simply said just go between minus 10 and 10. And again, you can play with those parameters if you want. Determine the equation relating to y and x. We did that. It's a circle. We sketched this graph. And then want to determine the minimum distance of the curve from the point 0.50. We went through that. Again, what did we just go over here? A little bit of using Sage to graph a parametric plot. All right. So it's important that you start to see a relationship between what we do by pencil and paper and what we do by computer in the Sage environment. Right. I'm hoping you're enjoying using Sage and that you'll continue to use Sage and support it. All right. Thank you for your attention.